Hey community, this is Dr. Hugh coming at you, and today I have a very, very exciting case. This is a mold case. You want to stay tuned for this because we've done 4 different separate mold tests, and he started off at basically 5,600 mold, and he's down to 0, non-detectable in a matter of 10 months. So stay tuned, and you'll see what was done and how we got this person better. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you could subscribe to my station or give me a thumbs up, that would greatly help the content and the channel and get this content out to people that actually need it. Okay. So he came to me in 2020, August of 2020, with depression, anxiety, and fatigue. Now, this guy here, just to give you a little reference here, he was in shape, he exercised, he actually has is in the rental business. He has 1,000 rental properties, right? And he always had chronic sinus infections. He went through the surgery to get his septum. He had a deviated septum, which was causing his problem. And then he was put on a whole bunch of antibiotics. And then he's put on Cipro and the fluoroquinolones. And then boom, all of a sudden, it was a straw that broke the camel's back, and he's having severe problems, fatigue, depolarization, and a whole bunch of different symptoms. So this is the first test we did here. So you can see his in 1977 when he's born, a male. This is the first test we did in August of 2020. And here we have the myotox test from Great Plains. And we have aspergillus, right? And then this is the byproduct that aspergillus produces, which is gliotoxin. So his first test was sitting at 5,700. Right? He had no idea that he was exposed to mold. We found mold. Mold is a chronic problem. If you have mold, you're not going to get better. So if you're watching the station here and you have a chronic condition that's unexplainable, you need to check for mold, man. Please check for mold, whatever you do, because if you have mold, you're not going to get better. And I can't tell you how many people come to me, and guess what? They've spent thousands and tens of thousands of dollars, and they have mold. No one checked to actually see if they actually have mold. So let's go over what gliotoxin, the symptoms that this can actually produce. So here, this comes from Wikipedia, so you can look at this. So this says this will get in your lung and cause sinus problems. Now, he has suffered from sinus problems for like 20 years. He was probably exposed to mold when he was, a teenager, and it never got addressed, and it kept on getting worse and worse and worse over a period of time. So here's some other symptoms. So this gliotoxin here, this is what it does to your immune system. Basically, it's an immunosuppressant. It messes up your white blood cell. All this stuff right here is your white blood cell. So if you have gliotoxin in your body, mold, it is devastating to your immune system. Just not gliotoxin, but a whole bunch of the molds are just horrible, right? So if you look at this, this is the first test that we did, right? Number 1 right here. So aspergillus, and basically what aspergillus does, it produces different toxins. So the way I would describe this is you have a snake, okay? Just imagine a snake, but a snake can produce different poisons. So the aspergillus is the snake, and then all these other things right here, this would be the poisons that it produces. So this aspergillus was producing high amounts of gliotoxin. So that was test number 1. So we started him on detox. We did a whole bunch of different things. And then we rechecked his case basically 1 month later, right? So you see the date right here, 77 male, and he's down to 2,300. So within a matter of a month of care, of a functional medicine program, we decreased his mold by 50%. What's the burden off of his immune system? What would be the burden off of you if you had mold and that 50% of your mold was gone in a month? You'd be doing tremendously better. Okay, it would be like day and night difference. So this is number 2, this the second check. Then we did another a third check here. So this is in 2020. So this is the number 3 check right here. Now guess what? His gliotoxin is down to 1,500. So now we're decreasing it even more. And then we just did our last check in May. And this is May check right here. What do you see? Nothing. It's not detectable. Right? So that's awesome. So the therapies work to get better work. And what's happened to his entire life? He's a completely different person. Why? Because someone took the time. We took the time to figure out his case and exactly what was happening to his case, took the time, and we did the work that needed to be done. So let's just kind of summarize what we found here. So this is the test number 1. August 26th, 1977, he was born. It was basically 5,700. So August 26th, and then we retook it again a month later, it's down to 2,300, right? 2,300 a month later. So that was 2020. And then January 2021, it was down to 1,500 right here. You can see 1977 male. And then we took it in May 2021, and it is exactly at 0. So I hope this gives you possibility. Hope you can get better. Down below, you can reach out to me if you're looking for some help. You can schedule a 20-minute discovery call. Give me a thumbs up if you like the station, or subscribe. And just remember, is where there's help, there's hope. Take care. Bye-bye.